Good morning, everyone. Stripcal. We're playing some more Etrian Odyssey, and today we're going to hopefully finish off the ant nest. So, the plan is going to be to head directly to the mini-boss on floor 12. I mean, it's a full-fledged boss, don't get me wrong. It's just... that basically, Stratum 3 has two bosses. I picked up a couple supplies, namely in the form of ice oil. To help me get through this, because I really don't feel like grinding out another... how much would that even be? A lot. Basically, I don't want to grind out the levels I need to get the boosted version of ice. I'd need one more point here. Actually, what I'd really just need is 2 here and then 1 here to get the multi-target as well. Basically, I'd like to get Freeze and Cyrus, but I don't have the... Am I going the right way? Nope. Basically, I don't really want to sit there and grind up that far. So what I'm going to do instead is use Freeze Oil. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm hoping we can start off by having Jean and Robin use Freeze Oil. This will make all of their normal attacks into Ice Element. I'm debating between... I probably should have just bought 3. I'm thinking I might just have Lancelot and Robin use them instead, on second thought, because once they run out of TP, that'll be better. Either way. The basic idea is that I can have Robin do more damage that way. As well as, while also just still having Morgan doing her thing. I wonder if I can kill these guys before, or are they going to just keep swarming in? I think they're going to keep swarming in. I don't think it's like the wolves. Okay, we got a free round. So we're going to go ahead and freeze defender. Freeze oil. Immunize. And ice. Basically just buffing for most of this turn and then getting that one hit in. Now, you can see from that damage, this is gonna be a bit. This is a boss. It's got over 5,000 hit points, and it's gonna have allies coming in throughout the fight. So we need to beat down as much as we can here. That's not a lot of damage. I'm already feeling like we're in trouble. Boop. I need better AoE control for this. I don't have a reference on that yet. Defender's up for another 3 turns. Let's go ahead and do rear guard. Salve. That was auto attack that I accidentally pushed. That was a mistake. Okay, now I'm curious. I'm gonna die either way. So how do we want to handle this? Because one answer is just grind. The other thing I'm wondering is maybe it's... Oh. In the land at the ends of the continent, there are those who practice an ancient martial art. They're called Ronin, and their katana skills can beat out even our most experienced warriors. I don't know where you got it, but the old scroll, you can register Ronin now. Oh, okay. I don't think I want one right now, but we'll go ahead and... grab one. We'll just go with a pretty generic samurai name. Yes. I want to grab him. And I want to look at custom. Just want to look at the skill charts here quick, since we've got this unlocked. Stepping forward when slicing, increases attack and damage. It's a stance. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess with this right now. Not that there's something wrong with Ronan, I'm just not sure that it's going to be what we need right here. The problem is we need better AoE. Specifically, we need AoE that can hit these ice weak enemies. How much do you lose from resting? 5 levels. Is that worth it to potentially just have to turn around and do it and change back later? Because I'm pretty sure fire is more prominent than ice for weaknesses later. I guess the other option is I do have another... I could grab Arthur here, or not Arthur, Felix, and have him rest. That would take him down to like level 22, so I'd still need to grind a bit. But it would let me switch him from like the poison build I'm currently using over to ice without having to rest Morgan. Or I can just grind 5 levels? Oh, jeez. That feels like a lot. Or I can just make a new character and see how long it takes if I bring them as a... like in the back row to the 3rd stratum. Either way, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of grinding, I think, because that was... I need better AoE control. I know exactly what I need, I just don't have it. So, I'm gonna cut away here, and when I come back, I will have an option. Okay, so... I did a little bit of grinding. I think I got like 1 level on Florence and Lancelot over the course of that. I got a lot of levels on my sub-characters, including a brand new character who I leveled up just for this. Rusalka has max ice. I brought her up to 5 because that's a big jump in damage on Cositus. And maxed out TP up and TP regen. So really simple. She's a little bit lower than the other characters, but she also doesn't need the versatility that goes with that. So I think my big concern is just whether she'll survive, but I think having a front line should be good enough. She's only 29. The rest of the party is in there, is 35, 36. We're gonna go ahead and give this another shot. Okay. Immunize, and I think we start off with just ice. Let's just see how this does. Only 87. So I think with that in mind, I'm not sure I do want to rear guard first there. Let's do a Cure 2 on Zhang, and I want to see how much Freeze does. We're just doing a little bit of experimenting now. Not much. So, I think with that in mind, what I'm gonna do is just have Lancelot and Robin just attack for now. And I'll have Rusalka use just ice until we get more enemies in. Then I'll go to... I really should look up how to pronounce that at some point. Two on Defender. I've got front row and back row protected right now. How long do these last? Oh. Front guard is not actually as good as I thought it was. Let's go ahead and just provoke then. See if the hours of leveling was worth it. That feels pretty good. I was hoping for a one-shot there, but with more enemies coming in every turn, I think it's still reasonable. Provoke is working a little too well, perhaps. Let's go multi-hit here. I'll toss a Cure 3, and then we'll continue just bringing the ice. And now we've got a couple turns before this, before the next one comes in. Looks like we've got at least 2 turns before we get more reinforcements. So I'm going to hold back a little bit. We're going to go ahead and I think at this point I want to clear out what we've got left. Last turn on Defender. Let's toss a Salve. Did it just heal itself? I think it just healed itself. That's a little scary. Okay. Next turn, we're going to get 2 more reinforcements. We're going to start blasting again. But for now, let's go ahead and provoke. Salve. And just ice. Oh, just one joined. Interesting. I think at this point I want to focus down because we should be getting a stream of them in. So I think the most important thing is just keeping Defender, Provoke up. And let's start blasting. This might be a little bit of a problem. Just because I am out of TP on Rusalka. There's a max cap on the number of enemies in the fight, I guess? Is that what I'm getting out of this? Like I said, we just needed some AoE. That made a huge difference, being able to keep cleaning those enemies out. And felt very good. I think the Provoke also did help a lot. But I think that also shows a lot about how important party building is in this game. Because like, we were specifically missing multi-target ice coverage. And it costs you. Now, we did that because we invested heavily in fire. And there are way more fire enemies than there are... Or fire... There are more enemies that are weak to fire than enemies that are weak to... ice. This just happened to be the exception, not the rule. You suddenly remember you were given a mission. It's better to... Yeah, I know. I'll go ahead and walk out. We're still pretty close to the entrance. Glass eye. Okay. So let's start off with Shilika. We had 2 new items there. Only one that actually gave us something new, which might mean that we need more than one, or that we need something else with it. That is huge if we can get our hands on it. I'm not sure how we get a red hide though. I'll have to look that one up. Fancy coat. 8-8. Honestly, probably good on that front. I might switch it up for one of my other characters. Which, you know what? I'm gonna just... Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call party. I'm gonna call party 2. Because I think fancy coat might be good here. This should be oak jacket, and we're gonna equip Felix with the gum helm. And he's got Star Charm. And I think Carmen needs this upgrade. That's a big defense upgrade. What does Iron Plate actually give? HP. Yeah, we'll keep the HP boost. The reason I'm doing this swap is if we get XP for completing the mission, I want it to go to my lower level characters. Ah, the Legends Guild. I knew I could count on you. Thank you for all your hard work. I've pondered of late the reason for the labyrinth's existence. The mysterious creatures and that bizarre structure seem to have no bottom. Do you suppose the labyrinth formed naturally? I can't help but think there's a secret behind it. Personally, I believe the secret, whatever it may be, would greatly benefit Etria. However, the chieftain, he takes a different view. He's a man of few words, but he was unequivocal in stating the mystery is best left alone. Why would he be so set against investigation of the forest past this point? But I forget myself. I shouldn't speak to you of such things. Thoughts like these are best kept private. In the event, your maps will be a great boon to our research on the third stratum. I'll present this as a token of our appreciation. Get a bunch of money. The soldiers we sent down, they reported seeing an unknown life form deep within the labyrinth, a race of creatures that look almost human, yet are distinct from us in a variety of ways. If they speak true, it would be one of the greatest discoveries we have yet made. Could we ask that you proceed even deeper in the forest and investigate the matter? Yep. As I mentioned earlier, there's a strange creature in the third stratum we're unable to reach. They seem to be humanoid life forms native to the forest. We may need to deal with them. For now, we're discussing how best to handle them with the chieftain. In the meantime, we want you to investigate and report back with details. Beware, there's no knowing if they will be friend or foe. Here at Rada Hall, we both govern and promote investigation. Yeah, that's not helpful. Okay. Precious pearl to a large horned monster. Rising incidence of ferocious ant attacks on B12. We can do that one. Ants on the 12th floor are vicious during certain times of the year. I'd like you to find out the reason this happens. We can probably do this one. I just don't want to deal with it. We could definitely do this one. 2 left. I'm gonna grab this one. The pearl was lost. If you search B11, she encountered the monsters with large horns. You may be able to get it back. That monster was too powerful even for someone as strong as her. Okay. Well, that sounds like something we can probably do next time. We didn't get XP for that, which is okay. Think just real quick here. I want to get my Ant Queen killing party back out. Lance, Jean, Robin, Florence, and actually, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna keep Lance and Jean, but we're actually gonna go Felix, Florence, Rusalka. And I want to just run down and try this quick. 11th floor, fighting the horned monsters. Wait, am I thinking of turtles? Huh. Well, if Sheltor is the monster in question, then we're in good shape. Either way, I'm gonna go kill a couple Sheltors and see how this goes. This is also potentially gonna be an opportunity to show off Felix, who I haven't really used on stream yet. So that last tick there was the poison. Which you can see did more damage than any of my individual characters. Now, if the status effect doesn't take, it does nothing. But when it does, it's very potent. So against enemies that are vulnerable to it, very good power, very good damage there. We're gonna see if we can poison this guy. I forgot to do immunize, and this guy uses magic attacks. That's going to be actually a big problem. Do I have something that'll heal everybody? I don't think I do. Soma, I do. Okay. So we're going to go rear guard, Soma, salve, freeze. You can see how much he's just burning through without having, like, that poison I just did once. It's very powerful if you actually get it off, and that's why I built him as a backup. There's also other. Once we unlock the Hexer, I believe it is. The Hexer has special attacks that actually trigger based on whether an opponent is, like, under a status effect. Like, they do extra damage. So it's another strategy that's very different than the one that I started with. And I feel like it's better once we get Hexer unlocked, but it is just a really neat strategy overall. You can see there the downside is it isn't 100% accurate, and when it misses, it does nothing. So I must have gotten lucky last time. The other thing Felix is specialized in currently is just getting items, which might sound simple, but is totally a viable thing that is, a concern while you're powering up, especially while you're while you're grinding. Sometimes you need to get items, and there's rare drops, and it takes a long time if you don't. So Felix has what is it called? Scavenge maxed out, which increases the chances of enemies dropping items. So especially when you're going after something like these FOEs, we get better chances of getting whatever they drop. I don't think we actually got drops from them either of those times this time, but that's okay. So I'm guessing that this isn't where the item in question is. That's okay. I just wanted to check it out, and part of it was I felt like it was a good opportunity to... Like, after I had just gotten Ursalka leveled up, I know those turtles are weak to ice. Just realized there's actually another section here. Oh, hey, that's our first look at binding actually doing something. So this must be a head bind. Yeah. You can see the little head icon there. That prevents certain characters like alchemists from using their skills. So I just realized there's one other spot here that feels like it could be where we're trying to get this pearl. And it is... back in this corner here. Because I don't think we ever actually found out what was in the middle section here. Would really appreciate getting this poison off. still got a ways to go. We're almost out of resistance here, so this might be a problem. I'm out. I don't have enough TP left for Immunize, so I'd have to use an Amrita, which I really don't want to use an Amrita 2 here. So I think we're gonna risk it. There we go. Just in time. Nope. Well, I tried. That was still a fun little capstone there for that floor. I hadn't really gotten a chance to showcase some of my my backup characters yet. Felt like a good opportunity to try Felix out, bring him with a different party, and it worked really well. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap here. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.